What's good, guys? Welcome back to Christian Man Reviews. Today we're doing a Trivia Tuesday. We're trying something new. I want to see how well you guys do. This test says only 7% of people pass. I don't know what passing score is, but I'm shooting for 100. There's 30 questions. Let's jump to it.
Welcome to Bible Noggin. Today we have 30 questions. You have 10 seconds to answer each question. For each correct answer, you get 1 point. Questions will increase in difficulty as we go from easy to medium to hard. Go ahead and click that subscribe button as we play New Testament trivia. First question. Who is the author of the book of Revelation?
Oh, that's easy. John. Maybe I should wait till the last second, give you guys a chance to answer it yourself before I just put the answers out there. But yeah, this one's B. It's John. It's easy.
John. Next question.
All right.
What is the first miracle performed by Jesus?
So I'll give you guys a second to think about this, but I'll give you some hints. He didn't walk on water. He didn't heal the sick first. First thing he did was not feed the 5,000, but actually was walking on water.
Water to wine.
Not walking on water.
Next
I meant
question.
water to wine. Oh my gosh.
Who betrayed
Messed
Jesus
myself up.
to the authorities?
Who betrayed Jesus to the authorities was not Peter. It wasn't John. Those were part of his three. Thomas was a doubter, but he didn't betray him. It was Judas.
Judas. Next question. Who denied Jesus 3 times?
Well, Paul persecuted him. Depending on which James was his half brother, it definitely wasn't David, so
That
Peter.
would be Peter. Next question. Who was the Roman leader who sentenced Jesus to death?
Augustus was the name that they gave to the Caesars, so they're not talking about Caesar Augustus. It wasn't Caesar, it wasn't Herod, so at least Pilate.
Pilate. Next
Oh,
question.
buddy. Here we go, guys.
Which book
The easy
contains
stuff
what
is
known
easy.
as the Beatitudes?
Well, I know it's not in John. I also know it's not in Luke. I'll let you guys have the 50-50. The answer is Matthew.
Matthew.
Yep.
Next question. Which book begins with the words, "In the beginning was the Word"?
Well, in the beginning was Genesis, but in the beginning was the Word, comes in one of the Gospels, and that is our very dear Gospel of John.
The book of John. Next question. Where did Jesus get the food to feed the 5,000?
Well, he talked to his disciples. His family wasn't really walking with at that time. There was no close market, so that leaves us with a little lad.
A little lad. Next question.
Bonus points if
Which
you know how
disciple of
many
Jesus
fish
was a
and
tax
loaves he had, and
collector?
you commented down below. Which disciple was a tax collector? Well, James and John and Peter, they all kind of had the same profession, which was fishing. So Matthew.
Matthew. Next question. Who was known as the disciple whom Jesus loved?
The disciple whom Jesus loved. He wrote a gospel. We already kind of answered this one. So it's John.
John.
So I'm going to give myself a 9 out of 10 on this section because I messed myself up.
Time to level up to the medium.
Should have been perfect,
Next question.
but it's okay.
Who was the first martyr in the New Testament?
Well, we know it wasn't Peter. He got martyred later. Paul, he got decapitated in Rome, if I remember correctly. And it wasn't Matthew, so Stephen.
Stephen. Next. Who announced the birth of John the Baptist to Zechariah?
Well, it's definitely an angel. God himself, not quite. He sent a messenger. Fun fact, angel means messenger, so that's going to be Gabriel.
Gabriel. Next question.
Let's go.
After Paul and Silas were released by the magistrates, whose house did they enter?
So they didn't go to Mary's house, and they didn't go to Martha's house, or the centurion's house, so that leaves Lydia's house.
Lydia's. Next question. Which of these books contains what is known as the Lord's Prayer?
Matthew, Mark. Like Luke has it. I want to say Matthew. Matthew definitely has it.
Matthew.
6,
Next
9,
question.
13. Yes.
Who was the first person to see the empty tomb of Jesus?
Well, it was a woman, so we can take Peter and John off this list. But was it Mary or Martha? Well, we know Martha was too busy doing other things, so I'm going Mary.
Mary. Next question.
All right.
Which of these is not a fruit of the Spirit?
You got love, you got joy, you got peace, and you got wealth. I wish wealth was a fruit of the Spirit. That would be great. But we out here just doing our best.
Wealth. Next question. Fill in the blank. If we live in the Spirit, let us also blank
Yeah,
in the
love
Spirit.
in the Spirit, walk in the Spirit, dwell in the Spirit, share in the Spirit. I think love is the trick answer, so I'm going to go walk.
Walk.
Galatians
Next
5,
question.
bye-bye.
Who was the high priest who presided over the trial of Jesus?
So Melchizedek was the order of the priesthood. Aaron was the first priest. I don't remember who Annas was. I have to go back and check that. So Caiaphas.
Caiaphas.
These are starting to get a little
Next question.
hard, a little bit more
How
obscure.
many days had Lazarus been dead before Jesus resurrected him?
Okay, well, it's more than one. Jesus was dead for 3 days before resurrecting. So it's either 2 or 4. I'm going to go 4.
4.
John 11:39.
Next question. When putting on the armor of God, it is to help us withstand what kind of day?
The hard day, the sad day, the evil day, the fiery day. Ephesians 6:13. Day of evil. Yep, day of evil.
You've passed the medium stage.
Yep.
Let's level up to the expert. Keep track of your score.
19 of 30,
what was
20
the
right
street
now.
name where Ananias was to find Saul?
Well, he was on his way to Damascus when he got blinded. He was Roman, but it's Straight Street. Straight.
Next, the Ethiopian eunuch served under which queen?
I'm going to say Candace.
Candace.
Yes.
Next question.
I say yes.
As Peter was healing people, they started lining the streets, hoping that what would pass over them?
It's not his hand. It's not his cloak. His shadow. They were hoping the shadow would land over for them to be healed.
Shadow. Next question. Who was the sorcerer that was converted under Philip's preaching?
Demons. Legion was a bunch of demons that was in the man that Jesus healed. Janice. I'm going to go Simon. Simon the sorcerer.
Simon. Next question. Jesus showed he was alive for how many days after his resurrection?
This is the beginning of Acts chapter 1. I think it's like verse 2 to 3. He spoke about his kingdom for 40 days. So I'm going to go 40.
40.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yep.
Peter and John helped a crippled man at the temple gate. What was the gate's name?
So when I first read this, I thought the name of the gate was actually the name of the man. And so the name of the gate is Beautiful.
Beautiful. Next. According to James 1:13, how often does God tempt us?
That doesn't tempt us. He may test us, but he doesn't tempt us. So I'm going to say never. Hit me with the never. Oh, yeah.
Next question. If we will be a friend of the world, what does that make us to God?
So we're already his children. We're following him if we're really faithful. And we're his friend if we do what he says. So if we're friends with the world, we're his enemies.
His enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Yes.
According to James 5:13, if we are afflicted, we should pray. If we are merry, what should we do?
We should sing. I had a song going through my head. It's like, take shackles off my feet so I can
Next
dance.
question.
But then it goes, I want to praise
Who did Paul say was profitable for the ministry?
That's a great spot for that to pop up. We have Luke, we have Silas, we have Titus, and I'm going to assume that that's Mark. And so I'm going to say that's Mark from 2 Timothy.
Mark. How did you do? Let us know your score in the comments.
29
and
out
we'll
of
see
30.
you in the next one.
So make sure that you guys also go check out Bible Noggin to check your own test. But also come back here and try out yourselves with me. I'll try to do this every couple of weeks or so. If you like this, make sure to share your score down below. Tell me what you got wrong. Tell me if there's any link below any other quizzes that you want to take together. Because this is fun. I like testing my Bible knowledge, and I see here Bible jokes. We'll probably do that in a moment too. See you guys next time.